What is up, my people? JaxB.TheRipper here. So I just finished doing another video right now. Let's see how that goes. Now we're gonna do my metal monthly favorites. At first I wasn't gonna do this because I was like, I'm probably just gonna go through it real quick anyways, and it's been a while already since I listened to these bands, but you know what, it's okay, we're gonna do this anyways because I know not everyone saw the live stream. Okay, so I've just been listening to Def Leppard Hysteria like crazy. Okay, Def Leppard is great. If you hate them, okay, but I love Def Leppard. That is like one of the greatest bands of all times, from the 70s or 80s, whatever era they came out. It was the 70s, I know it has to be the 70s. I remember watching the movie, the documentary about them when I was like 13 years old. It was the summer when I was 13 years old, and I couldn't get enough of it. I kind of looked for it, man, and I just remember hearing Hysteria and, you know, Gods of War, Armageddon, and Rocket. It's just a bunch of great songs on there. And Pyromania, that's another good one I love listening. But yeah, it was mainly listening to them, and it's just such, like, they're just such a good band from that time, man. And even until today, like, even so, like, a lot of the shit, like I know my cousin Kenny said something about, like, from the instruments and everything, the way they were playing, it's just like nobody captures that anymore. So, I mean, he's more in the musical terms. I don't know musical terms. I'm just trying to repeat what he was saying, even though I'm failing. Whitechapel, Doom Woods. I've been listening to that song like crazy. They're coming out with The Valley, the album. I have not listened to the full on through the album yet. I've just only listened to Doom Woods. Great song. I know not a lot of people like, you know, metalcore and deathcore around here. I don't mind it. I like it. I'm not the biggest fan, but I like it. So, but yeah, I've always been a Whitechapel fan, and I've been getting into them back late. You know, with just so much new music out there, it's sometimes great to go back to like the older stuff that you used to listen to. And then let's also talk about Immure. Has anybody been listening to Immure? No, probably, because there's a lot of haters out there. Immure, Hindsight. Pig's Ear had to have been my favorite. Hands down, that's my favorite song. What's your guys' favorite song from there, if there's anybody out there that likes Immure? But yeah, great album. I think the last one that came out, an album that they did, was 2017. So this was great to hear something new from them. Yeah, I think it was Speaker? No, it was Look at Yourself, yeah. That was the last one that came out. So I've been listening to Immure like crazy, which is great because now that the gyms are opening up, I could, like, you know, activate my membership so I could do something during this, you know, lockdown, quarantine shit, whatever we're in. I don't know what we're in anymore, so I could do something. It looks like I have short hair. I don't, it's long. So Immure, okay, yeah, definitely go listen to Immure if you like that kind of music. Lamb of God, the self-titled album. Yes, people, yes. Oh my god, I sound like such a, I know. But Lamb of God, people, that shit was great. Even if Chris Adler's not there no more. Yes, I heard about the new project he's coming out with. But definitely, you guys, oh my goodness, you need to get your hands on Lamb of God right now. I'm about to order that album as soon as I get paid. Hands down, merch. It just like I said, like, I've been listening to a lot more of, like, I don't want to call them like old, like, classic metal bands or something like that, you know, because to me they're still, I don't know, it just seems too new to me, even though they're from like the 90s, but still, it's just like, it's great to listen to these bands again because there's just so much metal out there that you just kind of lose and forget about these bands. And it's like I was just so happy listening to this album. That's all I could say. I can't pronounce the name right. Well, the next two bands are gonna be hard. Panopticon. Okay, The Scars of Man on the Once Nameless Wilderness 1 and 2. This band is like country, folk, and black metal, believe it or not. It was just so good. I haven't listened to Kentucky. I believe that's where they're from. This, I think you guys, even though you guys hate black metal, some of you guys, not all of you guys, but I know some of you guys are not like the biggest fan. I think you guys should give this band a chance, at least listen to it. It kind of took more than halfway there for me to, like, really get into it, but it was some deep stuff, like the lyrics and everything. So definitely give that band a chance. And then we also have I believe they're just called Slovak now, Hardworlder, the full album. I like the art cover to this band too, like especially to what's it called, Hardworlder, because Worlder. Okay, wow, that was hard to pronounce. It just reminds me so of like old school from like heavy metal, like the comic series and stuff like that. So that's why I like it, you know, the sci-fi and the griminess and everything. So I really like that, their art cover. And what was the other one I was listening to? Oh, I did not save it on here. But that's definitely more like traditional kind of side of heavy metal and maybe some power metal in that. Sereth Ungol, Forever Black. I don't even know if I'm saying the name right. I know they've been around for a while, but this is the first time I've been hearing them because, you know, due to Metal Blade Records, they released the album out, I believe, in April 23rd. Well, it was like, not the album, but like, you know, the full, so you can listen to it on their YouTube channel. It's really good to listen to. It's also like traditional heavy metal. I believe people have said they're kind of thrashy as well. But I know when I was looking at the reviews on what's it called, on YouTube, people were still saying that the lead singer still has great vocals, and I agree, like he was really good. This is definitely an album too. Like I even thought about it, like I should add it to like my witchcraft playlist on Spotify. I don't know if you guys remember how I did that Spotify playlist. But anyways, yeah, that one. And I know like I loved The Fire Divine and Nightmare. Those were like my go-to songs from this album. I feel like I'm forgetting a band. I just can't remember. Like I can't find it anywhere around here. Been listening to a lot of Megadeth, you know, what's new about that, and Beast in Black like always. Also Falconer from the Dying Ember. This is also, you can find it on Metal Blade Records if you want to listen to it. Great power metal band. I owe Jesse Morgan from Black Metal Rebellion for this, because I remember when we first met like on YouTube, he told me, well, since you like power metal so much, you should listen to Falconer. And yes, great old power metal music. That's all I gotta say. You know, if you like hearing, you know, about like Sacred Lands and all that shit. Like Fool's Crusade was one of my favorites, and Regal Attire and Rejoice the Adorned was my favorites, like favorites to listen to. Definitely give this album a listen if you love power metal. So I think that just may be it. Yeah, okay, so that's it for the metal stuff. For non-metal, I've been listening to Fleetwood Mac Rumors album, because I mean, come on, how can you not love that album? Especially how did they get through it with like a cocaine binge and like cheating on each other? That, you know, I'm just saying. And also I've been listening to a lot of Celine Dion and Cher. Yes, I like listening to those two. Fight me, fight me, fight me. You go ahead and fight me. I'll apply my Tom Ford lipstick on. And that is it for now, my people. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry this was really more of a skim through, but I felt like we got to the point, right? We got to the point, yeah. So, okay. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm sorry it took me this long. You know, it's just been hot in my room and filming with like the window closed and no fan, and you know, is dreadful because it picks up the sound, you know, so cut me some slack. But anyways, I feel at least it gave me time to like, you know, have my creative juices flowing, because I will admit, like, I was having like creator's block, and I was like, I don't want to be repetitive on my channel. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Y'all take care of your vaginas and have a bonerific day.